Oh, this weather, dude.
No.
Fuck,
Cold.
man. Get me out. Get me out. Get me out.
You trying to go back to Florida yesterday?
Oh my God, bro. Yeah, as soon as I got off the plane, I was like, oh, this is serious. And you know what's crazy? That sometimes I fly out here and I come in shorts, forgetting that New York is cold. And I get off the
You're
plane, I'm like,
bugging.
oh, fuck.
Shorts?
Yeah, I be bugging. A sweater and shorts.
Because you're trying to bring Florida to New York. You can't
Oh
do that.
God, man. It's the weather's so unpredictable, but it is what it is, man.
It is.
But
Welcome to
welcome,
New
bro.
York.
Yes, sir, man. Thank you. And
Welcome home.
here we are at another segment of the Ain't Cut interviews. Today I got one of my good guys that I've been working with for a while now. I'm gonna be super excited here to get to know him a lot more. Hopefully you guys get some more insight on this artist. Super, super dope. Yeah,
Appreciate it.
without
Thank
further ado, wait, what do we call you right now?
You can call me Russ. If you're
Okay,
personally
yes,
know me.
Russ.
But right now, go by Two Wave.
Two Wave. Okay,
Wave,
cool. So let's backtrack a little bit, man. So wait, where are you originally from?
Originally I was born in Tashkent.
Where's this?
Tashkent's the capital of Uzbekistan.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so my mom is Russian, my dad is Turkish.
Okay.
So I was born there, and we immigrated here when I was 5 years old.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That must have been a wild story for your parents, right? To do that.
It was a wild story. It was a story of like, any immigrant that comes to the country.
Yeah.
We came here, didn't know a lick of English.
Yeah.
We had to sleep, and we lived for a while in my dad's friend's living room.
Oh,
When
wow.
we first got it, yeah. So
So he knew people out here already?
he had his friend that lived here. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
So at least it wasn't like a blind move where he's just like, I'm just gonna go and see what happens.
And believe it or not, my dad, back in Tashkent, he had a travel agency. So he kind of, he was in the know-how of the proper channels to get to the States.
Okay.
So he kind of used that. He told me when he was a little boy, he always had a dream to come to America, and he made it a reality.
Beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And then I'm assuming it made life a lot better for you guys.
It did.
I don't know how life is out there, but
Yeah, you can't compare it to to America, especially New York.
yeah.
This is the city of opportunity. Like,
Yeah.
if you have the drive for it and you have the hunger, like most immigrants do, you're gonna go out and take
make
it.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah. So then when you came out here, where'd you go? Straight
So-
to New York? You was
Straight to New York, Bensonhurst.
Okay, cool.
So we moved to Bensonhurst. We lived there for a few years. We moved to Detroit for like a year,
Okay.
and then we came back. So pretty much, grew up all my life here since 5.
Dope, man. And so like when did you actually get like introduced to like music? Like, whoa, where was that spark? Where did that come from?
That's a great question. So when I was younger, my parents actually put me in a lot of different like courses, I guess. Back in Tashkent, I was doing like piano, I was doing drawing, I was doing Greco-Roman wrestling.
Okay.
And out of all those things, kind of music really captured my attention. So ever since I was young, I already had the skill to play the piano.
Yeah.
We came to this country, obviously those opportunities weren't here anymore because the money wasn't there. But I still had that love for music. And around 13 years old is when I started producing. I cracked a copy of FL Studio on the Pirate Bay.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I cracked a copy there because I couldn't ask my dad for it.
Yeah,
It was like $500 or something
Right.
like that at the time.
And what, you had a laptop or like a desktop?
I had a desktop computer.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was able to crack it. And shout out FL Studio. I ended up buying it. I own
Shout
FL
out to
Studio.
FL
now.
Studio.
That's where everybody starts. I own it now. But and then I had, like Apple headphones. I plugged it into the desktop and I started producing.
Dope. That's crazy how at that age you already had that like producing kind of mentality already.
Yeah. You know what it is? It was something that for me seemed like magic at that time. Like I love music. I always knew I wanted to do it.
Yeah.
But something, kind of a spark kind of came upon me to, hey, let me see what this is about. How do you produce music? What goes on? And my first project was trash.
What genre was it?
It was, believe it or not, it was like electronic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's the most accessible, right? That's what I started on. You don't need vocals. You don't really need writing. You just have your instruments and you kind of produce the records. And
Were you sampling anything, or you were just off scratch everything?
all scratch. The only thing I was sampling were the drums.
Okay.
But like instruments, they were all like VSTs, which is virtual sound instrument inside of like your DAW that you have. They're like virtual synthesizers, basically.
Got it. And at this point, did you have any like inspirations for like producing wise, or like were you looking at
did.
I don't know, certain different producers, artists, or anything?
Yeah, so I have a lot of inspirations, from many different genres. So I mean, really, it was like Dr. Dre, Scott Storch, Timbaland. Like, believe it or not, it was the hip hop producers that kind of got
Okay.
me into it. And on the electronic side, it was like Tiesto, Armin van Buuren, Sander Van Doorn. Like these were like heavy hitters of each genre, you know. And I kind of based what I like in music on those guys.
That's cool. So you took a little bit of each of them.
A little bit of each, yeah.
That's so cool. That's so cool. So then, as far as you actually recording yourself, because I met you as, I would say like a hip hop artist. That's how I met
Yes.
you.
Yeah.
And so when did that come to play? Like you actually becoming an artist and stepping into that genre?
That came into play. So I was producing this whole time since 13, right? I got into high school and guys found out, oh, you produce music. Can you record me? I didn't have a mic. I went out and bought a mic.
Yeah.
And I started recording people. And then I would record people, but I would have like ideas in my head, like, nah, you should say this instead of that.
Would you tell them or kind
Yeah.
of?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was Dr. Dre in that whole
Oh,
bunch.
okay, cool.
I was like, nah, say that again. You know?
Hell yeah, as you should, because I feel like a lot of people now, they go to studios and they just hit record and just sit there. And they don't give no input. It's like,
You gotta be in the zone. You gotta
Yeah.
be active. And that's the difference, because you find in this industry, like there's beat makers,
Yeah.
there's producers, and there's audio engineers. A producer is somebody that, for me, a producer is somebody that kind of helps tailor the record from A to B.
Yeah.
And doesn't necessarily like, he doesn't have to make the beat. Like, for example, like Dr. Dre, right? He could have somebody else make the beat, but he's in a studio with Kendrick or Snoop or 50, and he's telling them, no, like, try this idea.
yeah,
better. So
orchestrating everything.
he sees it to the final product, he packages it, and that's a production essentially. And so I was recording people, I was producing them for a little while, and I started doing it myself, just naturally.
So you was like, let me just write up my own stuff and
Write my
record
own stuff,
myself?
yeah.
And then was that off the bat? It was like hip hop that you started
It
with?
was hip hop.
Okay. And
yeah.
how was those first records? Were they good? Let's be honest.
I don't know, no. I wouldn't say they were good, but
Yeah.
they were on the track of becoming better.
Yeah.
know,
and you
it's-
kind of then you fell in love with that, like creating music yourself?
Yes, and that's a big thing I think that people get wrong, like creatively, right? Is people are too focused on the end product.
Yeah.
Oh, I need a fit, but you have to focus on the process. You know, you have to enjoy the process. That way, if you're an artist, you're an artist for life. There's no final piece that you're gonna make. It's always gonna be the process of creation. How could I delve down deeper within myself
Yeah.
and bring it out and learn something new about myself, and see what that's like. And then if people like that, that's awesome.
Yeah.
If they don't, it's okay. You express yourself.
Exactly. And at the end of the day, it's like, I feel like as artists, you do things because it's therapeutic, number one. And
Yes.
number two is like, yeah, you kind of want the what people want to say about your stuff. But at the end of the day, it's like, who cares? It's like, I'm doing it because
Right.
I want to do it and I feel that this is good stuff.
Exactly.
And then you can have your people that like it, some people that might not. It is
Yeah.
what it is. Everybody has different flavors.
And a good way to think about it too is you can make the best film in the world, right? Somebody's not gonna like it.
Exactly.
Somebody's gonna be like, it's okay. So how do you gauge, what your success really is, aside from, does it make you feel good?
Yeah.
If you feel like you actually kind of ventured down deeper, kind of like what David Bowie says, you got to kind of go past the edge of, all right, like I kind of experimented a little bit, but let me go over that hill. Let me see what's on that side. I think that's what makes making any creativity interesting, whatever you do.
Now, so while you're doing hip hop and you're making your own music, at any point in the beginning or maybe even further into it, did you ever feel like not accepted?
No, I didn't really care. Except that's one of those things where it's like, all right, are you doing this for people's approval, or are you doing this because you got this burning desire in you as a creative to create? And I feel like there's too many boxes. Well, I think now it's kind of breaking apart.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
for a long time, there
That's
was
what I'm saying. Like back in the day, it was
too many boxes of like, let's say you're a videographer, you shoot hip hop videos. That's all you do. You can't shoot a movie.
they'll put you in a box. Yeah.
Why not? Why can't I do it? Just because somebody has a mental box within themselves
Yeah.
to tell, because it's a projection. Oh, why are you trying to do this? Because deep down inside, maybe that person feels they can't do it. And my parents taught me I could do anything.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah. Gotta tell your kids that.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
There was, having supportive parents is important.
100%, 100%. So now I met you as Royce Dior.
Yeah.
So the change of name, is this something because you're now tapping into this new sound that you're doing, or is that name still there for the hip hop stuff, and now this new name is for the new music that you're doing?
Right. And that's a great question. Two Wave is basically a progression of everything I was doing before.
Yeah.
Royce Dior was originally my producer name, right? And then I just used it for my artistry, like as an artist myself, as a recording artist, right? And I had the name Two Wave really came from, I had a recording studio called New Wave Studios.
Okay.
I did that for a few years. I produced for a bunch of local acts. I kind of learned the ins and outs of owning a recording studio on a bigger scale, because I really started in my parents' basement.
Yeah.
Which was my landlord's basement. I technically wasn't supposed to be there, but I would go down there every night, and he was a laborer, so he had a bunch of like paint buckets and plywood and wires, and I would put the buckets on top of each other and put a piece of plywood on top every night, and I would put my setup, and I would produce for like a few hours, but he didn't know that, right?
What was the booth?
There was no booth.
So you would just sit down.
There was a
in front
mic
of the
stand. Yeah.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
funny.
there was a mic stand. And believe it or not, people came and recorded.
Yeah?
yeah. So I did, it started with that. And as I got kind of known a little bit more, actually what happened was after a while of like random people coming down to the basement, he didn't like that anymore.
He was noticing that? Like,
He would notice, because I technically wasn't supposed to be there.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to produce so bad. So one day he came, he's like, listen, man, I'm sorry to tell you this, but you gotta go. So I'm like, damn, okay, I gotta figure something out. And then that's kind of what pushed me forward. All right, let me look up a commercial space to do a studio, because at this point I was charging people like $20, $30 an hour to record, right? And I found a space in Raquel Studio, 1660 East New York Avenue.
okay.
That's the location. And it was in a basement, and the basement was all studios. So I got a little small room, and didn't have no booth, no nothing, but that's kind of when I made the transition into, like an actual kind of studio. And the cool thing about that was that there were studios everywhere. So like I could go to my friend's studio, and we could share music with each other. He'd come to my studio.
It's like your networking place as well.
Network. Yeah.
That's awesome.
And everybody was doing different stuff. Like this guy would be doing like indie bands.
Cool.
This guy would be doing like drill music, da-da-da. So that's kind of what I was doing. And then after a while, I just kind of, got tired of just producing people, and I wanted to focus on my own stuff. And that's kind of where the name Two Wave comes. It's like the second wave
I like
after New Wave Studios.
The name is cool. Two Wave sounds fire.
Thank you. I appreciate
Now, so are you working on a project with Two Wave?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Singles, or are you working on an entire piece?
So right now, I want to do singles, just to kind of lay the land and the foundation of what Two Wave is. And to go further more too, I want to build Two Wave as a brand that's not necessarily just me, oh, look at me, I'm a producer, or look at me, I'm a recording artist. I want Two Wave to be a character in a bigger universe, essentially. Almost how George Lucas had Star Wars. Two Wave is kind of like Anakin in Star Wars.
Okay.
Where there's a bigger story. Like Two Wave is mercenary in like this post-apocalyptic world where the elites are trying to control everybody through AI, and people rebel.
Yeah.
And Two Wave is essentially part of this group called Division that's, trying to restore order to everybody.
That's cool.
And that's kind of what the music is based around. So it's more like theme storytelling based than just, I'm a producer,
Yeah, no, that's
like
super,
that.
super cool. And so right now, like who are you currently listening to right now? Like what's your vibe? What's on your playlist?
Playlist? The oldies, bro.
Yeah?
The oldies.
Like what we talking?
Like I have like a gym playlist.
Yeah.
We're talking about like Korn. It's a mix, bro. Korn,
That's one of my favorite bands.
Alice in Chains, Dipset,
Okay.
50, Jay-Z, Nas.
Yeah.
Just like it's such a big mix, bro.
Did you hear a little off topic, but not?
Yeah.
Did you hear the lead singer of Three Doors Down passed away?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, man.
Really?
Yeah, like yesterday. That's so crazy, bro. Because so for me, rock is like my favorite genre of music.
Yeah.
So yeah, I grew up heavy on like that kind of vibe. You
Yeah.
know? And yeah, that was kind of nuts when I
It's
saw that.
crazy. I feel like it's so many artists that just randomly just go, man.
Yeah.
Same thing with Chester from Linkin Park.
Yeah.
Like, when I heard about that, I was like, what? Are you crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because like his music was for people who are going through shit.
Yes.
And then for him to like do what he did, you know, is so unfortunate.
It is.
And
it's like,
gotta check up on your peoples, man.
You got to. Yeah, sometimes like you have friends that you don't talk to for a while, but you like, you know, sometimes it makes all the sense in the world to reach out first and be like,
Yeah.
"Yo, how you doing?
I know.
You know, what's going on in your life?"
I'm that guy, man. Like with my friends, like I'm always the one that'll FaceTime them randomly, hit them up randomly to see how they doing, you know?
Yeah.
Because I feel like now, like people will hit you up when they want something,
Yes.
you know? And I feel like that's corny. It's like, yo,
Yeah. A true friendship, I think, really is you enjoying each other's company.
Yeah.
And obviously being there for each other.
Absolutely.
You know, but if you're always asking for stuff, it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, right. So, you know, I'm gonna think twice to answering that call.
Yeah. Every time you get a text like, "Yo, could I get some?"
Yeah, I'm doing bad right now, bro.
Come on, help me out, bro. And you feel, because if that's your man too, you want to help him out, you know. But it's like, bro,
Yeah, but every time,
every time you hit me up,
yo, you've been
something
bad for
going on?
10 years, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
come
go get
on.
a job.
yeah, yeah.
Did you watch the Grammys?
I did not.
Oh,
actually.
okay. Do you ever watch the Grammys?
Believe it or not, I don't watch that stuff.
Okay, but you might want to watch it because you might be in one of those seats one day, bro.
Yes, and that's my mindset, right?
Yeah.
It's like there's so much information that's flying out, trying to capture your attention, and your attention is a currency.
Yeah,
You know? So I'm very particular on where I allow my attention to go.
Okay.
And Grammys are great. I love music. I
Yeah.
love artists. But at the end of the day, you know, I always think of like, all right, if I spend 2 hours watching this, how does this benefit me?
I feel you. I totally understand that. Like you don't want to waste. You don't want to feel like you're wasting your productive time.
Productive.
Yeah. I just, you know, me as a music video director, I like watching the Grammys because I like to see just like where the space is in music and stuff like that, and who do they give these Grammys to? Because sometimes it's like,
Right.
there's this singer, I don't know if you heard of him. His name is Alex Warren. He has that song Ordinary.
Alex Warren? No, I don't think I've heard of him yet.
Well, he had like the #1 song for like the whole year. And
Maybe I heard it. I just don't.
I'm sure you did. You have.
Yeah.
And they gave like the best new artist Grammy to this other singer, and I was just like, who picks this? Because there was a nobody.
exactly.
I don't mean to say it's a nobody, but it was
Yeah.
not to the caliber of him.
Right. Maybe his output for that year wasn't as this guy Alex Warren.
Yeah, so it's
right?
always
Maybe he
weird.
didn't
I'm like,
have the big record that time.
yeah. But it was.
I saw Bad Bunny won.
Yeah,
some
he
big
won
Grammys.
Best Album of the Year, which is crazy because he's the first artist to win a Grammy with a Spanish language album, which is insane.
Which is good. You know why? Because he makes good music. That's it. And
Universal.
people play his music. It's universal.
And now he's performing tonight at the fucking Super
Yeah.
Bowl.
Yeah, it's
That's insane.
Well deserved, bro. I mean, that's
Yeah.
somebody that like I love Latin music as well. One of my favorite artists is J Balvin.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
J Balvin. And Bad Bunny is great too. And I think those awards should really be given to people that are making an impact.
Yeah,
You know?
there's a lot of backlash because people were, you know, a lot of Americans were a little upset because he's not American, but Puerto Rico is technically part of the.
But that's literally part of America.
And here's the crazy thing.
It's just because he's a Latin artist, bro.
That's what it is, because look back. Shakira, she's not American. Rihanna is not American.
American.
U2 is not American. Coldplay, like all these people that have
Not
performed
American.
are not even American.
But they don't have a problem giving them Super Bowl performances, right? Yeah.
Yeah, one guy speaks Spanish. And the
it's
whole
crazy.
world is, it's insane, bro.
It's crazy. But that goes, I think it's just, you know, there's a lot of older people. I think
Yeah,
that's what it is.
yeah.
It's older people that maybe don't see the
Old-fashioned.
world for what it truly is and maybe aren't as accepting as the younger generation, maybe like us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we grew up in New York. Everybody's
Diverse,
everywhere.
yeah.
You don't think twice about, oh, well, he speaks Spanish. Oh, he speaks Arabic. It doesn't matter really. You know what I mean?
Since I grew up in New York, I never looked at race as a thing. I thought we were just all like one.
Yeah.
And then as I grew up, then I started realizing, like, especially moving out of New York, you see a lot of racism still alive and well in the South.
Yeah.
It's
It's definitely
insane.
alive, yeah.
It's insane, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty sad, but
It's funny too. The first time I went down to Florida, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was like in Georgia or something in the gas station, and like some like super white hillbilly guy is like, "Where are you from, partner?" I'm like, "I'm from New York." He's like, "Yeah, I could tell by your accent." I'm like, "Really?"
yeah.
I'm like, "Damn."
No,
People, that's crazy.
It's kind of crazy. There's still some towns that are like trapped in a time capsule. Like they
Yes,
have not
that's
changed
what it
their
is, yeah.
ways. Like the way they view the world is completely different from someone like us.
They
It's
segregate
insane.
things.
Yeah.
Everything is its own type of thing, but it's like, yo, we're all one race. We're all one people on this planet.
Yeah.
We're supposed to like, you know, like, just be okay and thrive
Yeah.
together.
We're on
man.
this life together. We should
Yeah.
all just like love, and we need more love in this world, man.
We do need more love in this world.
It's a sick time.
true.
So what do you got planned for this year? What are you doing?
This year I want to shoot a lot of videos.
Yes, sir.
So
We are.
hopefully you can help me out
Yes,
with
sir.
that.
Yes, sir. We're gonna bring this project to life.
Yeah, I want to do that. I really want to develop the concept of Two Wave of what I'm doing right now. And I want to do like, live shows and everything. And, the one point I do want to make as well is that although this is electronic music that I'm doing,
Yeah.
I'm also, it's electronic music that I want to do through a lens of somebody like you and me. So somebody from New York, you know what I mean, with our own unique perspective of music and culture and fashion that I think is lacking from the electronic scene right now.
Yeah.
It's not there. It's very much like European, but what New York electronic music artists do, that's doing it like big,
And it was funny because I was talking to a couple of the artists that were here earlier, and they were asking me who I'm shooting, and I told them, who you are and what you do. And when I told them that you have like that
crossover, yeah.
of like the hip hop with the electronic stuff, they were like, yo, that actually sounds awesome. Like,
yeah.
So I'm super excited to see what you got to put out, and I believe in what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's super fresh, and I can see you already playing at fucking huge ass festivals and shit.
Yeah,
like, trust me, this time next year, you're gonna be way higher than you could ever expect, bro. So
from your mouth to God's ears.
Yeah, man. No, I'll send my positive energy, and I'm here to help create it. And yeah, bro, I appreciate you coming through and
appreciate you, brother.
And getting this interview in, because I learned a lot. You know
Thank
what I'm
you,
saying?
man.
And let people know where they can find you. And
you can find me on Instagram. It's 2WaveX, 2WAVEX. And same thing for Facebook. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
let's do it, bro. You're ready. And cut. Let's get it.